Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for the iGive Cause webinar. We're so glad to have you all with us. We like to have a little bit of fun here at iGive, so you'll notice that in our chat, Sandy, our Chief Technology Officer, has posted a funny question. But in all seriousness, please feel free to post questions throughout. At this point, you should be able to hear me. If you are not hearing us yet, you may want to dial in with the telephone. The telephone numbers are there, right there on our screen. All attendees will be muted for this presentation, but you will be able to type your questions in the question box. A bit of housekeeping before we move on. This webinar will be recorded, so you are welcome to take notes if you want to. You can wait and you will be getting a link emailed to you. It will also be posted on the iGive YouTube channel, and if you go to support.igive.com, you can type in webinar archive, and you can see this recording or any other recording of any other webinars that we have done throughout the year. Again, participants will be muted, but please ask questions. All you have to do is click on that, follow the little red arrow, click on that question section, click on that plus sign, it'll turn to a negative, and you can type in your question. We can see it, and we will do our best to respond. If the dashboard goes away, there's a little orange arrow right at the top of your screen. Click it, and it will expand your dashboard once again. So, we are thrilled to have you here for 3 easy ways to increase holiday donations, make more money for your cause by leveraging iGive.com. This happens to be one of my favorite webinars of the year. And tonight, I am Lena Scott. I am in the marketing department here at iGive.com, and I am joined by Rob Grosshandler, our founder and CEO, and Sandy Schleicher, our Chief Technology Officer. And tonight we're going to sort of do a quick overview of what is iGive and how does it work, because we get some frequently asked questions and feel like it's good to review those things, and how iGive benefits you. We're going to go through some simple tips and our upcoming promotions. So without further ado, I am thrilled to pass over the microphone to Rob.
It is my privilege and a joy to be here tonight. I love these evening webinars. We're a little bit looser. Hopefully you're a little bit looser. I noticed that Sandy is definitely a little bit looser, asking about how you cook a 17-pound turkey at 350 degrees. And I am here to announce our first promotion. Somebody who asks a question tonight will receive a 17-pound turkey from Sandy. So make sure you ask a question tonight. We get them all recorded, and the questions are, for us, the best part of this. So we really want you to ask those questions. Type them in, and we will read them quickly. I'm seeing someone has asked a question already, so this is good. So I'm going to cover a little bit about what is iGive and how does it work, and I'm not allowed to say more than once in a webinar really well. So the concept is, you go shop, your charity or cause gets money, and it's all for free. You are helping something that you care about, something close to home, close to the heart, by shopping at one of 1,700 different stores for the things that you need, or the things that you want, or maybe the things you need and want. Why does this happen? Well, the stores pay for it all. Big question. Why? How does this work? Sounds too good to be true. Well, stores pay for it because they want you to like them, right? They get a little bit of halo out of this. They want you to say nice things to your friends about them, and they definitely want you to shop more. So the next question is, how does iGive stay in business? Well, the stores pay us something on top of what you see. Remember, at iGive, what you see is what you get. So it's worked really well. There are over 350,000 people who are using iGive. There's 1,700 of those great retailers, and there are 35,000 causes and charities around the country that are being helped because people like you are involved in making this work for them. We want to make sure that your cause and all the causes get lots of money. The holiday season is the best time to make that happen. So, hashtag free money. I love it when you have to say something longer than the pound sign or the hashtag, as they would say in Britain. Hashtag free money is something to remember. Help your charity, help your cause. financially. Help them by doing what comes naturally, which is sharing the way to help easily for free. And remember, the stores pay for it all, so let's take advantage of their largesse. So how does it work sort of in detail? What's the math? Well, we think it's pretty simple, but I love going through these steps because when you see it in black and white, it's just so easy. Let's say Betty, our consumer, your friend, maybe you are Betty. You go shop at HSN or one of those other 1,700 great stores. You know that you're going to earn a 2% donation because you saw it advertised to you. It's in the newsletters, it's in the tweets, it's in the materials that we send out, or if you're on our website, it's listed there. You may also be using the iGive button, and when you use the iGive button and you go to HSN, it's going to tell you that 2% of your purchase is going to go help your particular cause. Now, the button tells HSN nothing more than somebody who cares about something is helping. The button doesn't tell HSN, iGive doesn't tell HSN anything about you. So we watch it and care about your privacy, your whole cause's privacy. We then, let's say you go make a purchase, a $300 purchase. That means $6 is going to go to your particular cause. HSN sends us money. We send your cause money. We do it monthly, and we do it in a check, and we do it for all of the members who are supporting your particular cause added together. So you only get one check. And then, of course, like all good products, we want you to rinse and repeat, because the more you do it, the more your friends do it, the more your supporters do it, the more money is going to go to your particular cause. All right, so what can you do to make this work easily? Well, you can tell people about iGive, and we make it easy for you to tell people about iGive. We give you what we call a join link, which is a really short way of putting out something that people can click on, and it's going to tell iGive that this person is coming to iGive to support your particular cause. So here, this particular join link will mean that whoever clicks on it will end up supporting Boy Scout Troop 67. You can pass out this particular URL if you want to. Sandy would be very happy with that, but I think you want to use your particular join link. So we also have some other ways that make the whole process really, really simple. First and foremost, for people using desktop and laptop computers, there's the iGive button. It's optional, but I use it all the time because I can't remember all 1,700 stores. And so I download this button. It's an add-on or an extension depending on which browser you're using. And we have versions for all of the popular browsers, whether it be Safari or Firefox or Chrome or Internet Explorer. We have a version that works really, really well for you. And so it remembers when you don't. You download it, you install it, and it says, hey, you're at a store that counts. In this case, it's QVC. And it's going to make sure that you get credit, your cause gets credit for your shopping. So it also means that when you're searching with Google or Yahoo or Bing, it knows that you're looking at a store, that the results that you got are stores that are part of the iGive network. So here's showing you that HSN is part of the iGive network. Sandy, you have a particular thing you want to show us?
Yeah, so, well, not to show you, but you're talking about doing a search here for a store. But just this afternoon, I was doing a search on Google for some little pie tins. And you can do a search for products, and it'll then pop up and it'll show you the stores that are iGive stores that product is at as well. So whether you're searching for a store name or specific products, you get that indicator in your search screen.
Or for the person who was asking if Sandy was going to buy a free-range turkey, you can search free-range turkey and see if one of the iGive stores might happen to sell a free-range turkey for you through iGive.com. You never know.
So I want to know if it's a frozen free-range turkey or a fresh free-range turkey.
Well, all I can tell you is we do have a shop that does sell free-range turkeys, so just do that little search and you'll be able to see which iGive store it is that you can buy a free-range turkey.
And that's a shout out to WKRP in Cincinnati. Just don't drop it out of a helicopter.
Okay, this is going to be a wild night. This is live. This is live. Live radio is so much fun. All right, So there are a couple other ways to make using iGive really, really simple. We have apps. We have an iPad app and an iPhone app. We can actually make this even bigger here on one of the newer phones, and Android apps. So you download our app and you use it the way you use any other app. You go to it and you choose the store, you go search, and you make a purchase, and a percentage of what you spend goes to help your favorite charity. Now, I might add that when you spend $300 at HSN or QVC or wherever, you're not paying more. And hopefully you're paying even less, because there are 350,000 people. We get to tell HSN and QVC, you better offer us some good deals so that our members can save money on top of helping their favorite charity.
So Rob, you know what, we had a question here that asked, Jeff was asking us, how do you get it across to donors that there is no extra cost to them? And you know what I usually say is, tell them to search. Tell them to check it out. Go and look it up on the website, and you'll see that our prices are the same as the prices you would get no matter what, because really what's happening is you are actually going to that store website. You're not going somewhere else. You're going to that store website, just using iGive as a method to getting there. And if you click on that green triangle or go to our website, you will see those extra coupons. So go ahead and check it out.
That's a great piece of advice. So there's one last way, which is a way a lot of people use iGive, which is they type in iGive.com, they come to our website, and they go shop at the store they want to go shop at. Or they type in, for instance, iGive.com/Amazon and go and save a step to go shopping at Amazon. Now, why might you want to do this? Well, first off, not everybody wants to use an app on their phone or their tablet. Also, some people aren't able to use the iGive button on their computers. So they may work in a workplace that doesn't allow things like the iGive button. They may not like the technology. We don't care. We make it easy for you to use 4 or 5 different ways to go support your particular cause. Of course, we're also going to send you newsletters. We send you more or less as many as you'd like. There's opt-in and opt-out. We try to be very polite. We think we're very polite.
So Rob, let me actually throw out an idea there. Some people have told our support folks that they can't shop from their work. They're not allowed to do it. They can't do it. It's blocked out. Their IT department doesn't let them do it. You could, on your phone, either your iPhone or your Android phone, be able to do that. Not that I'm suggesting that you're shopping during working hours, but if you had to do it, you could do that because it's outside of your company network using the iGive app.
That's the first time that's come up. That's a really good idea. You can stay all night and maybe have a free-range fresh turkey as well. All right, so I'm going to go on to...
Can we stop for 1 second? Because,
Sure.
you know, Susan is saying, Rob, that all these different ways to use iGive are a little bit confusing. And she's asking, how do you best communicate that to our community? So I might take a chance at answering that, which is that, Susan, you want to tell your members that it's their choice. And that, yes, we understand that there are a lot of different choices, but that what we're trying to do is offer choices so that people can use iGive in the easiest way possible for them. Because really, the goal here is to help you earn funds for your cause. And so however that is easiest, I think that is the best. You could also, and we can maybe go there at the end, you can look on our website in the cause portal. There are some flyers and other blurbs and texts that are there that you can copy and paste that will help to explain that. But we can get to that later on.
I'd say the easiest way, like Rob mentioned earlier, is to use the iGive button. Assuming that you're on a Mac or a PC and you can load it, then you don't have to remember anything. These other ways that we're talking about, the apps or using the website, come into play. You can always use them, but are more of a, if you can't use the button, these are other options for you.
Absolutely.
So Lena, how important is the button? What are we doing coming up to help people convince people
He's gonna jump
to
the gun.
use the iGive button?
Oh, that you have to stay around till the end of the webinar to find that out.
Slides ahead of the
right. Okay. So here's
Oh,
all right.
he's
So
jumping ahead.
let's have some tips to increase dollars, right? So one of the cool things is that your organization is also buying stuff. It needs office supplies. It needs materials for your next event. It needs gifts for donors or board members. Perhaps you're a board member. Perhaps you want them to buy you a gift. Shouldn't those gifts help the cause as well? So these are some great tips to increase dollars. And indeed, we see this happening a lot. And it adds up. Those office supplies especially add up. Office supplies and travel are sneaky things. There's lots of money there. So another way that all this works is because, like most things in life, it's about people telling people. We were talking a little bit earlier about what to tell them. Now we're going to talk about how to tell them a little bit. Len, would you like to elaborate a little bit?
Absolutely. You know, one of the really interesting things about iGive is that we've been around for a long time. We've been doing this since 1997, and the way we've grown is the classic, and she told two friends, and she told two friends, and so on and so on. People who have used iGive and have seen how successful it can be are telling other people. So one of the ways you might want to do it is if you're sending out a holiday message, whether it's in an email or a holiday card, you might want to consider putting in a sentence saying, hey, if you're going to shop online, consider using iGive.com. It helps us to raise funds for our cause. If you have that custom join link that we shared with you earlier, throw that in there as well. Let people know, whether it's your personal card or whether it's something that you're sending out as an organization, and remind people to use it. Post on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media forum you're using, post about it and tell people. And let people know that you have a goal. We're trying to raise $1,000. We're trying to raise money for food for our animal shelter because we get more abandoned pets in the spring and we need to make sure we're ready. Whatever it is that your personal goal is, make sure you're talking about it and share it. And then we've created two little hashtags that, you know, because I'm a social media person, I kind of like. And obviously one Rob mentioned earlier, hashtag free money. And the other one is hashtag iGiveDoYou. We really believe really strongly that giving should be just a part of our culture. And we think that no matter what, we should be telling people, I give. Do you? Are you a part of this? And are you doing your share to give back? So those are my thoughts on social media.
That's cool. Now this is marketing. So is there a rule of thumb as to how often people should be messaging?
I think you want to be consistent. I don't think that you want to be hitting people over the head. You shouldn't put it out 20 times in one day, but you might want to put it out once or twice a week for a couple weeks if you're posting on social media, or vary it. When we start talking about some of the promotions and things coming up, there might be different things that you want to share with people. For example, there is actually a current cause contest going on right now, and that's a great thing to share with people. And we can talk about that a little later on.
We got a lot to talk about in the promotion category, and we're going to have a lot of questions to answer. I am noticing that people are making our jobs even easier by asking some great questions.
Great.
We may pull one or two of those out sort of as we go along and make sure we try to cover it as we converse here, but we will do our best to make sure that we cover all of them before our hour is up. So we're going to go on to the next slide, which are more tips to increase the dollar. So we talked about things for the cause itself, but perhaps there are other things that you might want to do, pet gifts or kids gifts or gift cards. One of the reasons why we're showing you this particular slide is with 1,700 different retailers, including Amazon, there's almost nothing that you can't buy on iGive that helps your cause. The only thing I can really think of that's of any consequence are cars, right? It's the only thing that I've ever wanted to buy that I could not buy through iGive. So that's that particular pitch. We were talking about Amazon.
We were.
And Amazon is the gorilla in this industry. I find that 3 out of 10 things that I buy online, I'm buying at Amazon. They have great selection, they have great prices, great shipping, they do all sorts of things that are great. I buy from other people. I just got a winter coat delivered from LL Bean today, and it fit better than my old winter coat, so I was really happy, and about 20 bucks went to my kids' favorite charity. So it was a cool thing. It makes me feel good, and obviously they can use the money. But let's talk a little bit about Amazon. So Amazon is different. Sandy, how is Amazon different?
Amazon, there's some certain rules with how we interact with Amazon where, though we can always make sure that your cause gets credit for your purchases, we can't show you that you specifically made the purchase, that Lena made the purchase. We'll show that the cause earned $1.50 for buying a new set of tires via Amazon, but we can't say that it was because of Lena's purchase. So that's one way that it's different.
We can't or we won't?
Oh, we can't. I wish we could. We've talked to Amazon before, but they kind of have rules about how they do things, and because they're such a big player here, we've sort of decided, Rob, that in order to offer Amazon to our members, we're just going to follow their rules, even if it makes it a little awkward in reporting, because it's better to have them than to not have them at all.
What else is different, Sandy?
So a lot of you have probably already heard about smile.amazon.com, which is Amazon's own donation program to charities. And any 501, I always say this wrong, 501c3, gosh, I always get that wrong, 501c3 charity can sign up independently on Amazon, on smile.amazon.com. It actually has nothing to do with iGive itself. You're doing that through Amazon. And Amazon sends out checks based on whatever their rules are for donations and sending checks. I don't know, even though obviously Boy Scouts and other groups are on there that I do support. But what we've done is we've made it really easy to do what we call the double dip, which is by visiting Amazon through iGive, we actually send you to smile.amazon.com. So then if your charity is also set up on Amazon, you can earn both through iGive and through the smile.amazon program and get double donations that way. Now, if your cause isn't set up on smile.amazon, or it's going to take some time, you can always choose some other charity to support. On Smile, we encourage that, whether it's Wounded Warriors or some other great charity that's out there. Anytime you're doing good, we love that.
You know what, too? Sometimes it's just nice to share the wealth. So I have a lot of different causes that I like and that I like to support and my family likes to support. So sometimes I will very intentionally have one on my iGive and one on my Amazon Smile so that same purchase helps two different groups.
But can you change your cause you're supporting at iGive?
You can absolutely change your cause. In fact, we really don't care if you change your cause. It's a really simple process. All you have to do is log on to iGive.com and click on Settings in the upper right-hand corner. And there's a thing that says change the cause I support. Whatever cause you started your shopping on, however, Rob, that's the cause that's going to get the credit. So if I start with Boy Scouts and then in the middle of my purchase I go, oh wait, I really wanted to support Doctors Without Borders, we're sorry, because wherever you started is the one that's going to get the credit. But go ahead and change it once a day, change it once a week, whatever works for you.
Another thing to remember is that you can always list a new cause. If you're involved in something new or you want to support a new cause that's not already listed with iGive, it's free to list a cause. It literally takes about 37 seconds on average, I'm just guessing here, to do, and you're off and running supporting a new cause on your next store visit.
Absolutely.
I think it's time to talk about promotions.
Woohoo! All right, so this is one of my favorite times of year. We love giving back. So we're doing a $5 bonus and a Tell a Friend contest. Kind of two parts. First of all, anybody who joins starting on Friday, well, actually starting at 12:01 a.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday night to Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Okay,
Friday morning.
I still think of it as Thursday night. Sorry, everybody. Just the way I think of the world. All the way through November 20th. Anybody who joins who is a new to iGive member and who tries that iGive button that we were talking about earlier, if you try it out on your computer, then you will get an automatic $5 bonus for your cause. Now, I want to caution everyone with this because the support team tends to get a couple of questions about this. You have to try the iGive button and put it on really within 48 hours. Otherwise, we do take that bonus away because the bonus is for trying the iGive button. Also, it does have to be someone who's new to iGive and never been a member of iGive before.
And not a second account.
And the button has to stay connected and phoning home through February 15th of 2016 for the bonus to stay in place. Now, a couple people have said to me, Lena, I have Norton or another antivirus, and it yells at me, and it tells me that it's a virus. It tells me that the iGive button is a virus. So I'm going to actually turn to Sandy. Can you explain what's going on here? Because before we finish the whole deal with the contest, is the iGive button a virus?
It's not, but it does do some tracking of what you're doing via cookies, which is a very innocuous form of capturing information on your computer. But Rob already talked about this at the very beginning of the webinar. We don't keep any of your personal information. None of the tracking is done using any of your personal information. When you go through iGive and you go to HSN or any other store, all that is being passed is a number that has nothing, no tie to you directly. We know what that number means on our side, but the store doesn't. Now, of course, when you go to HSN and you buy something and you give them your email address, they know who you are and they might send you emails along the way or whatever. But we're never part of sending you extra messages where you might get spammed or anything like that. And it's not a virus, but it does do some tracking, and some of the software will flag it because of that reason.
So when you make a purchase at HSN, what happens?
So if you're going through the website or using the button, what happens is your browser, the button sees that you're going to HSN and it goes, oh, this is an iGive store. In order to get credit, we got to set up this tracking stuff. So it's going to send your browser through a page on iGive very quickly. And then you get sent right back to HSN where you can do your shopping. Now what happened in the background there is that a number, an integer, got passed to HSN. So after you do your shopping and your product gets shipped to you, HSN sends a file back to us, kind of through a third party, that says, oh, this number bought $25 worth of stuff. And that's all that we get back from them, and we go, oh, well, we know that that number was Lena's number. So we can then give Lena and her cause credit for it.
That's great. Okay, so that answered a couple of questions that we had. I'm going to go on to the next slide.
Well, wait, there's one thing that we have to tell you.
Oh.
So not only are we giving you $5, but the second...
There's more?
There's more. The second part of this promotion is that the person who refers the most new members has a chance, is going to win $1,000. And second and third place are going to win $500. So
does it go to the person?
Oh, it goes to the cause. We want the cause to earn the money, so it goes to the cause. So now you can go to the next screen and we can tell you all about how to do that. Everybody has a personal tell a friend link. It's a little different than your cause join link. It is a tell a friend link. And you can see it right there on the bottom, number 4 is your tell a friend link. So you would copy that, you would paste it, you would share it on social media, you would put it in a letter, you would put it in an email, and people have to use that special tell a friend link. That's how we track things for this contest. The tell a friend link only. And the cause, the person who has the most referrals for their tell a friend link, through their tell a friend link, is going to earn $1,000 for their cause.
Don't use the value that you're seeing on the screen right there, because that belongs to Lena or Rob or me or somebody here at iGive. So you want to go to your tell a friend screen and get your personal link.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now I get to say, but wait, there's more. And click, and there we go.
Aha. So last spring we did a contest and I had so much fun with it. We asked people to post pictures of their favorite pets. It was our perfect pet contest on Facebook. And it was so much fun to see what all of our members wanted to share and how they wanted to share it with us that I decided to take it a step further. And we are hosting our 31 Days of Giving contest. We are asking you to post your favorite holiday picture, whether it's your kids, whether it's your pets, whether it's your family, whether it's your favorite vacation photo where you'd like to be on the holidays, whatever you think your favorite photo is, then you should post it on our Facebook or Instagram page and tell your friends to vote. You can, believe it or not, the same person can win on Facebook and Instagram. And if you have more questions about this particular promo, the cause administrator should have already received an email highlighting that promo, but also if you go into our support portal at support.igive.com and type in 31 days of giving, the contest rules for this will come up, but we are going to give away prizes for the photo that has the most likes. And just to incentivize you a little bit more for why you would really want to go and tell your friends to go and check out your photos and the other photos, if winning money for your cause isn't enough, we have a whole bunch of stores that have decided to help us out with that. And so this is just a couple of the stores that have already agreed to give us special deals. We'll be posting them on Facebook and Twitter, possibly on Instagram as well, but definitely on Facebook and Twitter. And Rob, you've got a little highlighter.
Yeah, Rob,
I'm
sorry, I was going to interrupt you. You have to remove the highlighting.
So I've done that
It's
several
like
times.
making a frowny face in the middle of the whole
We
screen.
do not. There we go. We do not want to.
That's what you were telling me.
Yeah.
I was trying to signal him.
So,
He wasn't getting it.
I'm technologically incompetent, obviously.
So, well, we just don't want anyone to think that we're sad about the fact that all these great stores have offered us the opportunity to give you special deals throughout the holidays. So this is just a couple of the stores who have already committed to us, whether you're booking some travel through Priceline or HG, whether you want some beauty products through Hotter or Rice Force or Bauble Bar, or honestly, my daughter's favorite new to iGive store, Etsy. She just loves going on Etsy. She has a whole wish list of things that she said she wants us to buy her for the holidays on Etsy. And so she's even more excited that her favorite cause gets some extra credit with any purchase that we make through Etsy.
All right, and there's some things to remember. So, Lena, communicate with us.
Well, like we said before, the way iGive has grown and the way iGive has been successful at helping causes raise funds is through communications. So really, a little push, that's all you need. Sometimes it's just a matter of reminding someone and saying, hey, please use iGive. If you're going to be shopping online anyways, please do it. You know, I wish that we had a way to help people who weren't shopping online. There are a handful of stores that periodically have in-store redemption. Someone asked that question earlier, and you can always go to the iGive website and see if there's a store that's in-store redemption. But we believe that the online shopping method has really been very successful for us, and because so many people are shopping online, that is the focus of what iGive is doing. So unfortunately, don't go show up at your store and say, hey, Macy's, I'm an iGive member, will you give me credit? Because it isn't going to work that way.
So we've talked a little bit about the stores and online and offline shopping, but we've done some other things to make it easy and automatic for people to spread the word. And Facebook and Twitter are part of that. And Sandy, we have a question that someone has asked us about how you manage that at iGive, how you utilize Facebook, how you turn it up, turn it down, Twitter. Would you like to show us a little bit of that?
Absolutely.
All right, let me change presenters here. And I hit yes, and there we go.
And you should now, whoops,
Yeah, we're
be
good.
looking at my screen. And I don't know if you're seeing
We are
the
looking
chat.
at your screen.
Okay, are you seeing just my screen? Okay, so I am logged into iGive here. You can see that because it says hello Sandy up here. You can see I'm supporting Boy Scout Troop 67. And I am on my cause dashboard, which you get to by clicking this cause link up here in the header of the site. Okay, so now to get to managing your connection to Facebook from iGive, you click on this sidebar over here and bring out the little wing, and then you'll see that there's an option here, link Facebook to iGive. So you just click that. Now, it's going to ask you your cause ID and your cause password. This is different than your individual user ID and password for iGive. A cause ID is a number. Your cause administrator should have that. If they don't, you can actually click this can't find your cause ID password. It'll send an email to your cause administrator with the information. If that's not you, and it should be, then please contact our support at support.igive.com. Open up a ticket, and Lena and her team will take care of you there. So you have to know your cause ID. I happen to know, that mine for Troop 67 is that number. And I'm going to type in the password for it. Okay, and now I am on the Facebook options screen. So there's a whole bunch of screenshots here that tell you exactly how you're going to do this, what screens you're going to see, what posts can go to Facebook. So I'll just briefly here. There's 4 different kinds. I'm holding up 5 fingers. There's 4 different kinds of information that we can post to Facebook for you. This is all completely within your control. You can say which ones you want, which ones you don't want, how often you want them, etc.
And by the way, as we're going through this process, if you start off with one choice and you want to change it, follow the instructions that Sandy's giving you right now, because that's how you also change how often you do things.
Absolutely. Right now, the screen you're seeing is because the connection does not exist yet, but later, if I come back after the connection is there, you'll go right to the management page for this. All right, so we can put registration links out on your site. That's basically your join link. We say, hey, tells people a little briefly about iGive, gives them a link to click. During the promotion, it'll automatically tell them about the $5 deal with getting the iGive button. That's definitely one you generally want to take advantage of. In fact, I recommend, we wouldn't have created these if they weren't all ones that we recommend, but again, you have control over that. Shopper activity. So that way, when I shop and it supports Troop 67, it can automatically post that on the Troop 67 Facebook page that the cause that Troop 67 earned money because Sandy shopped at HSN or wherever. Monthly recap. This will tell once a month, on the first of the month, it'll post out there that your cause earned X amount in the last month, and that can be a good incentive. People see that their shopping is actually working and doing good. Hey, we raised $27. We raised $250 for the troop this month. Keep going, everybody, keep going. You're doing great. Or, oh, we only raised $17. It would be great if more people helped. Come on, everybody. And then what we find the absolutely most valuable post is when you're getting a check. So, Rob, I don't remember if you covered this earlier, but we send out checks every time a cause hits a $25 threshold in terms of what you've earned, assuming that's outside of the 90 days that are covered for returns and such. And when your cause is getting a check, we can post to your Facebook page saying, hey, Troop 67 is getting a check, and it's thanks to our supporters through iGive. Sign up and help us. So that way, even more people can see the message and join in to help.
All right, so we're getting to the end of our prepared remarks, and I would like to restate one of the promotions that we're doing, which is somebody who has asked a question this evening is going to earn a 17-pound turkey, free range, for themselves or their cause. 17 pounds, that's a big turkey, feeds a family of 6.
Oh,
Hey,
I
Rob.
can tell you, I have fed an entire troop of Boy Scouts and adults on a 24-pound turkey smoked on a campout. So 17 is still a pretty big bird.
Big bird.
All right, Sandy or Rob, would you like to send the screen over to me for a second? Because there's one last promotion.
Oh, you don't want me to go through the rest of this?
Oh, we can go through
The actual setting up?
I think that's enough for now.
I think
we're good.
If you have more questions, there is a full step-by-step description on at support.igive.com.
And actually, there's a link at the top of the page I was just showing you that'll take you right there.
So we're going to jump over to my screen, I think. Are we showing it?
There we go.
So we have just a couple more days left for the posting part of another contest that we're running. We want to know how you guys are using iGive. how the different causes are using iGive. So what we're doing is a Facebook contest where we're asking you to post a picture, and this one is from Forte Animal Rescue, with a sentence about how do you use iGive? Why does iGive work for you? And all you have to do is post that. You click on post to our page, you post it up, and you'll see if you go back, right here on photos posted to iGive, see we have one here for firefighter's wife. We have a whole bunch of different pictures posted, and you ask your friends and family and fans to vote. And the cause that has the most votes at the end of the contest period will win an extra donation from iGive.com. But all of the posts have to be up before this Saturday. So if they are not up, if they get posted up after Saturday, I am going to take them down, unfortunately. Not that I don't want to promote you, but we don't want to confuse people. Those are not ones in the contest. So just wanted to share that.
So to recap, we have those promotions going. We have the 17-pound turkey, and this webinar is going to be available for all to see and replay and listen to our really terrible jokes as often as you would like. You're going to get an email from us that'll have a link in it. You can use that yourself. You can share it with your friends. You can throw darts at it if you would like. I'm going to take back the screen. And
so can I address, there's a question that was asked about the Facebook stuff that we were showing before. And just before we move on, since we were just covering that, I want to get that question. We also have, so there's two different Facebook connections you can do. One is on your personal account, and the other is for your charity. Since this webinar is about charities, causes, sorry, that's the one I was showing you. But under your personal settings, you can also hook up your Facebook connection. That'll talk about your purchases, and also you can do a registration link there as well. So you actually have control over both your personal connection, which posts to your personal wall profile on Facebook, as well as your cause fan page in Facebook.
And I think that answers Patty's question. So it depends on which page you link it to. If you link it to your personal page through your personal settings, it'll go on your personal page. If you link it to your cause fan page, then it'll be posted on your cause.
Right, and then so the when you're setting up your cause, it's kind of a two-step process, because it has to get permission from your personal account to access the pages you administrate, and then you can connect to that.
Okay, so if that's not enough, there's one last takeaway from today's webinar that we think many people will find important, and that's the fact that the amount of money that a member donates to your cause is tax deductible to the member. Yes, there are asterisks and caveats, and our lawyers want us to make sure that we suggest to you to consult with a tax professional, but who doesn't like an additional charitable deduction come tax time? So with that, I am.
Hold on.
And there's more.
So go under your personal settings to your stats page, and you can get to your tax report from there. And make sure you do that at the end of the year for your tax reports. It'll print everything out for you that shows you what your donations were. And that's important because my wife yelled at me last year because I forgot to do it.
Well, and the other important thing that you should remember is that it does go based on when your cause gets the check. So if you make a purchase on December 25th that isn't going to show on your 2015 tax report, it will show on your 2016 tax report.
So it's time for questions and answers, and hopefully there are more answers than questions. How do you make the perfect vodka tonic? So someone took us sort of seriously, if you will.
All right, so we answered some of those already.
All right.
Did you? So in the answer column, you can see which ones are answered.
Ah, see this technology.
You can even unclick the box that says show answered questions.
So Rob, someone asked, and I apologize if I pronounce your name wrong, but Choiwa Garcia asked, how have different organizations used iGive in conjunction with Giving Tuesday? So I'm going to jump in and answer that one. The first thing is that our 31 Days of Giving does kick off on Giving Tuesday. The next thing is that, well, we do want you guys to get cash donations, and we don't want to discourage people from making pure cash donations. A number of causes have put it in their newsletters or their Giving Tuesday propaganda to say, hey, if you don't have cash available to give us, if things are a little tight this holiday season, please remember that by using iGive.com, we will get the donation. So you have a choice. You can make a cash donation to us as a cause, or you can shop on Giving Tuesday and give back to us, or all year round. So that, iGive is really excited about the fact that not only is it a Giving Tuesday idea, but it is a year round. The other thing that I heard someone did last year was they had a Giving Tuesday party where they got a bunch of people together with laptop computers, and they were all buying different things together and on iGive, and they were comparing and, sharing what they were purchasing, and were able to sort of watch as their totals were going up and up and up for their cause, and that's kind of fun too.
We even have a special sign-up screen that you can bring up on an iPad at your charity holiday benefit and pass around. It's under your cause. Look on the sidebar there for that. It is the iPad.
It is the party app.
The party app, the iGive party app, and you just pass it around, and people can sign up right on there. They get sent an email where they get the information to finish their registration when they get home.
So Amy asks the question, is it possible to get a copy of the PowerPoint in order to present at an upcoming meeting? Apparently she likes the written materials and the nice pretty pictures, but our voiceover didn't seem to do it for her, and possibly my ineptness with the highlighter doesn't work as well.
So Amy, if you open up a ticket at support.igive.com and click on the ticket sign and cause and put the question in there, we will attach and send you a copy of today's PowerPoint.
That's something we didn't really talk much about unless I was not paying attention, which occasionally happens when I'm dealing with technology, as my cohorts here can tell you. But there is a plethora of information out at support. I do use big words once in a while. At support.igive.com. We've got our whole knowledge base out there. You can search it. Lots of great articles and information out there. And if you can't find what you were looking for, you can open up a ticket and ask our support team.
Hey, Amy, you would do great with the iGive team because you say you have short attention spans, and I think sometimes so do we. We're happy to help, though. Hey, Rob, Michael wants to know, how do we change the admin person when the original person isn't available?
You find somebody to help named Lena. That's how I do it.
That's what I was just talking about. Support.igive.com. You open up a ticket and you say, our cause admin has changed. I'm the new cause admin. And especially if you simply have an email address at the domain of the cause, that makes it really, really easy.
So we are a little careful about this, right?
Absolutely.
Not just anybody can do this. So we actually have, most things at iGive are automated. This actually has people involved to make sure that this is not happening maliciously or inappropriately.
But Rob, if you already have the cause, let's say that I was the cause admin and I, have now retired from my cause and I've passed along the cause ID and password to you. If you log into iGive in your personal account, you log in, always the first step is always logging in under your personal account, and then you click on cause in the upper right-hand corner, and then you click on that tab that said cause menu and options that we were looking at before. There is a place that says edit cause information. If you have the cause ID and you have the password, you can do it all by yourself. You don't even need my help. Of course, I'm happy to help always. But if you have that information, you do not need me. You can take care of it all by yourself.
There you go. Well, you have a team. We don't want them to be like the Maytag repairmen, just bored and lonely. So Gianna asks, who's Betty? And so Betty is the coolest person on the iGive team. She prefers to stay behind the scenes and pull the strings, but upon payment of a lot of money, we were allowed to use her likeness in our emails and on our site. So Betty is our most favorite person. I hope she's yours as well. So do we have any further questions here?
The webinar will be posted. Did we already cover that?
Yep.
We
Somebody was asking about that.
That bears repeating. The webinar will be posted.
Both in the support system, in a knowledge base article, and I'm sure we'll put that on Facebook also.
And if you have other members of your team who you think should hear this webinar, and they don't want to sit through it, they want to actually come to a live one, we are actually repeating in a way. It will be a little different because Rob is off gaining important knowledge on Friday. But Sandy and I will be sort of repeating this webinar on Friday afternoon. So if you go to support.igive.com and search webinars, there's a link there where you could ask other members of your organization if they'd like to. They can sign up and sort of hear a encore presentation.
Well, not really an encore, because they may have different new questions.
Absolutely.
We may not have covered something well. You may want to ask them to come and take a look and see it through a set of different eyes. Jeff asked the question that's really the heart of all of this, which is, how do you get it across to donors that there is no extra cost to them? And we can say it until we're blue in the face, but one of the reasons why we say we give away $5 just for downloading and trying the iGive button for a couple of months is that you have to try it. You have to see it for yourself. We make it easy, we make it simple, we make it free. So we can say it, you can say it, but have them try it. There's no cost to sign up. You're going to get $5 if they do right now. So why not give it a go?
The stores want you to shop, and they know, because of our past behavior of our members, that iGive shoppers are good shoppers and are return shoppers, and that's why they're willing to reward causes for people coming through iGive.
So on behalf of all of us here at iGive, and on behalf of all of the people that your causes support and help, and the animals and the kids, and there's 35,000 different causes being helped because people like you are taking the time to make a difference in our lives. So we thank you very much for taking a little bit of time out of your afternoon or evening. We invite you back on Friday, and of course, if you have questions, support.igive.com is the best place to turn. Have a great holiday season. Thank you very much.